Most people think that a hearing test is only about hearing. These two recent patient stories prove otherwise. Hi, I'm Chuck Smith, owner of Affordable Hearing. One of the things that I love most about what we do is that hearing healthcare isn't just about hearing aids. It's about people. And sometimes a hearing test tells us much more than how well someone hears. Let me share two recent examples. We had a husband and wife come into one of our offices after attending one of our hearing healthcare seminars. They scheduled hearing evaluations together. Everything seemed routine at first, but when we reviewed the wife's hearing test, something caught our attention. The hearing loss in one of her ears was significantly different than the other. And as hearing healthcare providers, we look for patterns. And this pattern didn't seem typical. So we asked her a question. We said, "Hey, have you recently fallen or hit your head?" She honestly looked surprised. And then she said this: "Actually, yes." You see, she had fallen while playing with one of her grandchildren and hit the side of her head on concrete. And because of what we saw in the audiogram, we referred her to an ENT for further evaluations before we moved forward with fitting her with hearing aids. That's why hearing tests aren't just about hearing. They're also about identifying when something doesn't look quite right so that we can help patients get the care they need. Now, let me tell you about another patient. We fit her with hearing aids earlier this year, but before we did, we also referred her to an ENT because of the findings on her hearing test. The ENT cleared her for hearing devices and everything seemed fine. Then later, she told us she felt something still wasn't quite right. We had the same feeling. Her hearing test suggested there might be more to the story. So she ended up taking a copy of her audiogram to another medical appointment with another physician, this time with her dermatologist. Because of the concerns raised from her hearing findings, the dermatologist looked more closely and discovered skin cancer. Thankfully, she's now receiving treatment. Think about that for a moment. Two patients, two hearing tests. And in both cases, the hearing evaluation became part of a much bigger health story. Your ears are connected to the rest of your body. Sometimes hearing changes can be the first clue that something else needs attention. That's why hearing tests are about more than hearing. They're a part of your overall health and wellness. So if it's been a while since you've had your hearing checked, visit us at Affordable Hearing in Rochester, Logansport, or Lafayette. A hearing test might tell you more than you expect. Have you ever had health issues discovered during a routine checkup? Comment checkup below if you have.